Entrepreneurship Development Institute is a new national institution with vested interests in the areas of entrepreneurial ecosystem and self-employment, as well as comprehensive package of entrepreneurship support programs ranging from ecosystem and capacity building to business development services. Hassan Hussein, Chief Executive Officer of Entrepreneurship Development Institute under the auspices of the Ministry of Labor and Skills, explains the institute has undertaken a strategic shift from direct services provider to building the capacities of other public and private institutions during his exclusive interview with AMN. As to him, the education system shouldn't only aim at building entrepreneurial competencies, but also instill behavioral, practical, skill-centered and hands-on approach to graduates so that they can easily secure gainful employment and have what it takes to launch their own startups to succeed. Regarding the entrepreneurship itself, the Chief Executive Officer approached the concept in its narrow and broad perspectives.
It can be looked at in a narrow sense. It could be the act of starting one's own business, taking the risk, investing your own resources or resources to solve a communal problem. So turning problems into business opportunities. But in a larger sense, it can also be seen as a way of life, a way of looking at the world, because entrepreneurs by their nature tend to be problem solvers. When they see problems, they always think of what they could do to solve the problem, to satisfy the needs of the community.
Hassan added, EDI has so far instituted national infrastructure that consists in institutional relationships and human resources capabilities. It provides innovative entrepreneurship competencies and employability skills enhancing trainings, he reminded.
We work with individuals as well as institutions. Our purpose is for them to be able to solve problems, to turn problems into opportunities. And in a country, that has all kinds of social, economic, ecological, and a variety of problems, we need as many entrepreneurs as possible to help us solve these problems and to bring Ethiopia to where it needs to be. I think Ethiopia has a lot of potentials for growth. We have not utilized our resources. The most unutilized resource is, I think, our human power. We have a very large young population.
EDI is engaged in the provision of customized, continuous and inclusive business development services to micro, small and medium enterprises to enhance their productivity, competitiveness and potential job creation, the Chief Executive Officer elucidated. The Institute does this through group coaching, one-to-one mentorship and executive mentorship along with all available means, as to Hassan. Apart from these activities, EDI paves access to finance for entrepreneurs by closely working with microfinance institutions and banks across the country with the intention to engage them constructively so that they would come up with innovative financial instruments for micro, small and medium enterprises.
Well, yes, there are communities that have cultures similar to what we are trying to do in this institute. But as far as the larger community is concerned, this is a new concept. And compared to many countries around the world, and especially in our neighborhood in Africa, the number of enterprises we have in this country is very few compared to our large population. So we need to have more enterprises. We need to have more startups. The reason is very clear. Our public bureaucracy is very large, perhaps among the largest in Africa. It is bloated. It cannot take on new employment. It cannot be, young. In the old days, when I was growing up, a job was waiting for me after graduation. but no more. That era is long gone.
The Entrepreneurship Development Institute of Ethiopia is an autonomous institution reporting to the newly established Ministry of Labor and Skills, came into being following the latest government reorganization that brought together two entities, namely the UNDP-supported Entrepreneurship Development Institute, established February 2013, and the World Bank-financed Women Entrepreneurship Development Project, inaugurated in December 2012.